The flower down here, their petals are more separated, but they're still pretty, right? Hi, you're currently sitting on top of my iced coffee mason jar. So, I am spontaneously recording this to remind you that those little flaws that you think are so ugly are literally just a couple of sprinkles and cherries on top that make you even more lovable. Here's the thing. This may sound really corny, but I'm at that point in my life where I genuinely feel those amazing, wonderful, loving things that people are always reminding me of. Okay? I want to remind you that this is just a human suit that we are borrowing for like 70 to 100-ish years living the human experience. This has nothing to do with who or what we actually are, okay? That is a way bigger conversation for another time, okay? So when I was pretty much since I've been alive until the age of maybe 23, I was constantly so focused on my smile. And at one point, I did get Invisalign, I want to say in 2019, and they were straightening my teeth, but then by the end result, my teeth were like, my bottom and top teeth were doing this. I couldn't close my mouth properly. So here they are a little bit crooked right now, and my bottom teeth sit perfectly behind them, right? The Invisalign pretty much straightened everything, but not like properly aligned like normal braces would have been. So, not that this really matters to the video, but I grew up with a single mom. My mom said, like, you don't need braces. There's nothing like medical, like, there's no pain going on. This is just a choice. I don't think you need braces. Now, that was also probably her way of saying, I'm not paying for that. And I completely understand, you know, as I'm older, I completely understand. But I just, it's, it seriously hurts me when I see these comments on the internet, not directed at me, but directed at other people, including celebrities, just making horrible comments about like their smile or really anything. Honestly, comments about people's physical appearance is nothing new, unfortunately. And even as like regular people who are just on the internet just to kind of stay connected with friends and family, even relatives or other people can make comments. Something we seriously need to consider is the internet is just a lens. It's seriously just a lens. Whether you've experienced comments towards your smile or towards anything really, it does not matter. It is just It is just a combination of letters to form a sentence on a screen through pixels and coding, and then you read it. Nothing that people say about you on the internet is necessarily true. We are really no different than odd type of flowers, odd type of birds. We can love plants, we can love animals that may have like a certain little flaw, something that's wrong with them. We can love dogs with slight physical like flaws. We still love them. We love cartoon characters and anime characters. Well, anime characters always look good, so let's just stick with cartoon characters. We can love so many things that have physical flaws to them, and we can cosplay them and love them so much. So why can't we do that with ourselves? So, getting back to what I was saying about how the internet is just a lens, in real life, no one cares about what you look like. I'm serious. What I'm saying is people off the screen and in real life don't actually pay that much attention to your physical appearance, okay? I'm just so for example, and I'm not doing this to gloat or anything, like I'm using this as a genuine example. I've had a couple, you know, people comment about my teeth or like what's wrong with your teeth, blah 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 blah. But I have had quite a few men and a couple women be interested in me and trying to date me. Okay? I'm saying that because you may be someone who is just practically attached and glued to the screen 10 hours a day, constantly saving different type of exercising videos, different type of jaw type of exercises, and you're being sold all of these different like skincare products or like makeup routines to try to make you look more attractive or naturally pretty. Get off the internet for like a week and you will start to see through the facade. Okay. In real life, people don't care. As long as you are a genuinely kind person and or you are confident, you have ambition, goals, either one of those things, and you have great listening skills, people will love you. They don't care. Because ironically, because ultimately when someone is so kind to you, along the way, everything about them starts to become attractive naturally. Okay? There's a creator on here that I love. She goes by The Energy Reader here on YouTube. I remember in one of her live streams, she was talking about how people are always going into relationships on conditions. They have to look like this. They have to be this height. They have to have this type of car. They need to have this amount of money. And then she said, well, in a couple of days, you can run into a person who looks like everything that you want, but there's no connection. They could be assholes. They could look like an absolute god or goddess, but have a shitty personality and not care anything about you. They don't care about your dreams. They don't care about what you've been through. They just have a pretty looking face. I know relationships aren't exactly the point of this video, but there's nothing wrong with how you look. Unless it is like medically hurting you and like a doctor is recommending you or a dentist is recommending you to fix whatever for health reasons, that's a whole other thing. But don't please don't go day by day telling yourself, okay, as soon as I get braces, then I'll make a dating profile. As soon as I look like this, then I'll start going out more. I'll start wearing this dress. I'll start dressing like this once I look like this. Okay. I used to tell myself I cannot try out for modeling or acting until my teeth are straight. I have been in probably over 25 projects now with how I look now. It had nothing to do with my looks. I mean, that's kind of part of it for the acting industry. But it's because I just naturally brought the character to life without even trying. Whether I was like a supporting role or if I was a background character, it didn't matter. It's your personality and it's like your aura, it's your energy that they love. My point is, please don't wait until all of the conditions look perfect, because what does that even mean? As long as you feel great and you're doing what you love or what you're passionate about, that is seriously all that matters. I am so glad that despite Invisaligners like not working out for me in the end, I still pushed forward and continued auditioning for things and went and got pictures done and everything. I didn't let this stop me. I love my smile. I mean it. I'm not just saying it to sugarcoat anything. At the age of 26, now almost 27, I can fully and authentically say that I love my smile. And my little crooked little gap just makes me 10 times cuter. Honestly, yeah, like at some point I may go back to a dentist and look into like a braces payment plan. But until then, I'm at a point where it's not like I'm rushing to go get it done because it's like a dire need, like I have to get it. I will now walk in there with the new mindset of, okay, you know what? I'd like to get this done. I'm at a good point where if there's an offer, I'll happily go take it. I'm not going in there because I need it to feel pretty. I already feel pretty. I already feel cute. I have such a great friendship circle. I'm like 3 years in to doing what I want to do full time. And the way my teeth are lined up, the way my teeth look have not stopped me. I've had a couple people tell me to my face, "What's up with your teeth?" and maybe one or two on the internet. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. Love your crooked teeth. Love your gapped smile. Love it all the way through. Even if you do eventually want to get it fixed, that's okay. And I know this is going to sound corny, but please appreciate and love yourself as you go in there. Don't go into the dentist office or the orthodontist with a mindset like, I am so ugly. Please fix this. No, you are not ugly. You are not ugly. You are not ugly. Please stop calling yourself ugly. You never know who secretly admires you. You never know, okay? I was always like a little genuinely shocked whenever people would like, you know, either tell me face to face or I would hear from the grapevine that so or so liked me, wanted to take me out on a date. It wasn't because of how I looked. That may have been part of it, but they weren't paying attention to my teeth. They liked me because I listened to them. I made them feel better. I somehow changed their perception on life just a little bit. No one cares about those flaws that you're paying so much attention to. The internet pays attention. And the internet is always going to pay attention to what you look like. But in real life, no one actually cares. If you're being hard on yourself because people in the past have told you multiple times, that is simply an opinion and that reflects of how they have been taught. They have been taught, whether by their parents, their friends, something they've watched on television, they're being programmed to think that all of this truly matters. It really doesn't. If you're a kind person and you're happy, you have something to offer, even if it's just simply your presence. And I know you may roll your eyes at that, but I'm at a point now where I know that my presence is seriously important, and I bring a comforting currency. I know the title of this video may have something to do with like, crooked teeth, but this is really about anything that you may feel insecure about. I mean, it's okay to feel insecure, but just know it really does not matter. It may be hard to believe, and every day you may look in the mirror and tell yourself all these affirmations like, I'm beautiful, but you don't actually believe in it, because as soon as you walk away from the mirror, it goes back to that mindset. And it's extremely hard to get out of, I understand. And if you try to force yourself to think you're pretty, you're going to make it worse. So it's a lifelong practice. This world pays 100% attention to how you look, and it is unfortunate because we are so much more than our bodies and what we look like. It's what you have to offer emotionally and mentally and spiritually. This doesn't matter. And even simple things like me just falling in love with cartoons and all of these characters and how they've related to me, or I have found myself in each of them. Slowly along the way, they have taught me that it doesn't matter what I look like. It's just, what do you have to offer? How do you make people feel? How are you helping? That's more important. And if someone in your life has made you feel awful for the way you look, well, then those are not the right people to hang around. They have most likely been bullied, or, they've been made fun of, so now they pass it along. You don't have to pass it along. You can break the curse. I still have my days. I really do, but it's not a normal setting now. Like, instead of, the mentality of you need to get braces and then you'll be pretty. That was like a constant thing. But see, now it just kind of comes and goes. It doesn't affect me as much anymore. And I am so proud of myself that I have gotten to a point where I don't feel the need to fix something. Social media is always going to present you something that needs to be fixed, because that's how they earn money, or that's how they earn views. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to fix anything. And you are already handsome, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're cute. People will fall in love with you and want to hang out with you for how you make them feel. Something that I like to imagine is that my teeth are like the petals on flowers. I looked up flowers with flaws. The flower down here, their petals are more separated, but they're still pretty, right? So why are you calling yourself ugly? Your petals are just spaced out differently. The petals in your mouth are just spaced out differently. People will have various types of flowers in their garden. You don't see them judging them. Thank you for watching. I hope this made someone out there feel better and maybe change the way they view themselves. So, with that being said, thank you for listening, and you have a great day.